What's going on, everybody? It is Empire Vulcan, and today I am showing the final version of my Gardevoir Raging Bolt deck. This is what I'll be taking down to the Orlando Regional, and I updated it with a few new cards to deal with a couple different problems. So let's go into this deck list real quick, and we'll get to some really cool gameplay. So one of the first things that you're going to realize is that I did a lot of consistency upgrading, and there is a reason for that. So let me switch over to my other screen. So what you're looking at right now is a picture of the triangle theory. This is something that I learned a little bit about in Yu-Gi-Oh! And now I'm translating it over to Pokemon. But essentially what the triangle theory is that every meta deck has three elements. It's powerful, it's consistent, and it can recover from misplays or disruptions to get back on the path of destruction. So, using this theory, I wanted to try to perfect my deck to have the best chance to deal with the current meta that we're in. So, Raging Bolt is very strong. The power level is ridiculous. We can hit like a truck. That's not up for debate. But it really lacked consistency and the ability to recover. So if I switch back to my deck list, I play 4 copies of Trekking Shoes, 3 Ultra Ball, 3 Nest Ball, 3 Buddy Poffin. We are trying to get our first turn setup to be as optimal as possible. We want to see 2 Ralts on board. We want to see the Greninja on board. We want to see the Raging Bolt as our main tank in the active on board. We want to see all that as early as possible so that our next turn we're able to Kirlia draw, Greninja draw, Rare Candy Gardevoir, do whatever we need to go ahead and be in a position to deal a lot of damage. So I wanted to add in a lot of pieces to be able to get that happening as soon as possible. I play 1 copy of Ciphermaniac just because if there's something that I am missing, I can go ahead and put those 2 cards on top, draw it with the Kirlia, draw it with the Greninja, draw it with the Trekking Shoes. You see kind of how that works now? Even get it with an Iono, put all the cards at the bottom, draw, fresh 6 from the top. So you can see how all this is starting to play together. We're trying to get to a point where we get what we need on time. Dealing with recovery, 2 copies of Super Rod, 1 copy of Palpad. Because we added in a copy of Drifloon, Super Rod got 10 times better. We want to get those smaller Pokemon, the Screamtails, the Drifloons, the Slither Wings if possible, the Raging Bolts if possible, anything that we need to discard with Kirlia to just add a little bit of consistency. We want to be able to put that back into the deck so that we can operate with it. Same thing with Palpad. We only played 2 copies of Sada, 1 copy of Boss. So we want to be able to get to that and be able to get back to it, be able to get it back with Gallade, and just keep things in motion, right? Be able to manage our resources well, but also be able to be a little risky and know that we can get things back whenever we need to. Outside of that, the only weird choice that I'm going back and forth about is the 1 copy of Slither Wing. One of the biggest issues with this deck is the fast-paced Future Box deck. So I wanted a way to take out Iron Hands without having to rely on Raging Bolt. And this is where Slither Wing comes into play. Being able to do max 240 damage. Well, actually, no, max 250 because of the burn. Or 260. I'm not sure. But 240 to 260 damage to take out the Iron Hands and do a prize exchange with the Future Box deck is a huge bonus. Slither Wing also is pretty cheeky of a card to play in the mill deck matchup. Slither Wing's first attack allows you to mill a card from the top of your opponent's deck, so we're also able to do a little bit of mill and put them in a bad position, especially if we mill their Pidgeot V. So there's a couple use cases for that. But yeah, everything else is still pretty standard from the last list. We are focused on making sure our Screamtail, Drifloon, and Raging Bolt are hitting as much damage as possible, taking out whatever things are going to be a problem, and then just putting our opponent into a checkmate position where regardless of what they take out, they're going to have to deal with something that does a lot of damage. So far the deck has been really great, so let me show you some of that gameplay so that you can see what I mean. Alright, let's get this party started. Let's go second for practice purposes. It seems like going first is great. So let's see how we can do with going second. Not the best, but not the worst either. Playing against this BS, so that's fun. Well, wait a minute now. Okay, hold on. We have Sada. If I can take out this Miraidon, which would be great. I can take out the Miraidon with Slither Wing. I do need another poke on board, so I can Ultra Ball the Turo and the fighting for Greninja. Greninja away this to draw 2. Hopefully get into something that gets me another one of the fighting, so I can Sada and attach for turn. So I can knock out the Miraidon. Okay, so let's try that. So we'll do this. So if I don't have, I'll do this. Okay, we have the Greninja. Greninja away the, come on, Vessel? No, that's fine. Let's do this. Attach. No Vessel, but we'll be able to get some motion as far as decks in play, or cards in play, I mean. Get double Ralts. It sucks it has to be double fighting. So I'll attach this here actually, and we'll just stump off to get rid of a Nest Ball. So that kind of sucks. I couldn't slow down the Miraidon. Could not get into a Vessel or a fighting energy. But it's cool. We have our draw power online. We have 2 Ralts ready to go. Depending on our next draw, I may have to Cryptomaniac or Iono. 40, 60, 80, 100. That's cool. Now if I can get if I can get an energy, or no, if I can get a Kirlia away in Iono and draw into a boss and a fighting, then I can take out Iron Hands. That's the whole reason I play Slither Wing. I play Slither Wing specifically to take out Iron Hands. So if we can dunk Iron Hands right now, this would be perfect. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Kirlia? No. Okay. That kind of sucks. So I'll Buddy Pop in. I'll get another Kirlia. Yeah, so Kirlia, Gallade, Gardevoir. There's no more fighting, so I'm gonna have to Iono. Give him a fresh 2. Sucks. Okay. So, Kirlia's on board. Will Greninja. Kirlia number 2's on board. That's nice. Trekking Shoes. Should I get rid of Trekking Shoes for Earthen Vessel? Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm getting rid of that. So Earthen Vessel, we get 2 more. No, we get 1 there. So we'll just Kirlia. Let's get our draw power online. See what we can do. Okay. That's important for Screamtail. I guess I could take out the Miraidon, but it also takes out my Slither Wing, unless I give it a cape, which would be kind of stupid. It'd be so stupid to do, but we could risk it for a biscuit. Let's Proud Pads, get the other Sada. Turo maybe? I like the Turo. I'll keep that in the day. So we'll get rid of the Rare Candy. Nice, so we got the Gallade on board. We also have a Sada. Should I Hero's Cape for real? Like, Iron Hands is gonna take me out. But that's okay. Right? Because I have Sada. Should I do it for real? Alright, I'm gonna do it. Screw it. We just gonna do it. We just gonna do it. We're gonna take this out. We're just gonna do it. Let's see what happens. Beautiful. So Arvin. Man, I wish I would have got a boss or something so I could have taken out the Iron Hands. That's the whole reason we play Slither Wing. Just for the Iron Hands. So we can take it out with 4 energy from Bolt. It does 280, so not too concerned about. Oh, I don't have. Oh no, I will have the fighting in the discard after this gets killed. So Second Hands is on board. I'm actually tempted because I'll be behind in prizes. Okay. To take out this Iron Hands first. If I can get myself a counter catcher. A lot of ifs though. A lot of ifs. This does 50 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. So we'll go to Bolt. So we will Radiant, draw 2. Okay. Actually, I might hold on to that. Ooh, I got the Super Rod. I could go back into later. Let me see what's in there right now. Just Slither Wing. I could go back into it later. So there is a possibility of that. Same thing, like Screamtail I'm not going to do right now. So I can get rid of this just so I could rot it back. Okay, cool. Nest Ball for what? I could do it again, like Slither Wing. Cause I got the Nest Ball. Also get rid of the other bolts, but I'll just rot it back. Okay, cool. So we have Gardevoir online. Perfect. Alright, so Super Rod. Get these 3 back. Okay. Nest Ball for this guy. Because why not, right? Let's... So I can add that to it and make it a little bit stronger. So it survives, right? We can do that. So let's Ultra Ball the Iono and this for Gardevoir. So Gardevoir is going to be online. Gallade's online. Gallade's online. Okay. We'll attach. Should I do the Slither Wing or should I give it here? Because the other iron, like, so they're not. You really can't do much as far as like. So I'm gonna just buddy catch. I want to look at the deck real quick. There's the counter catcher still. So I'm gonna add the boss just for later. I'm not gonna use it now. Add the boss. We are vitalating. Let's go ahead and put these two there. Draw 3. Trekking Shoes. No. I got Crypto. Okay, so we did not get the counter catcher. That's okay. So max is going to be doing is what, 160, 80, 200. Well, no. So Ampy very much is doing 20, 40, 60, 160. So I can take out Gallade. So I'm actually going to give Slither Wing this. Now, the arm press is doing 60, 80, 200. He has another one, 220. So I'm not too concerned with that. So it can't knock out Bolt directly. That's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these here. So this guy can actually knock out this 50. So that kind of sucks. I think I just played this turn too, so I can't evolve it. I think. So yeah, I don't think I can evolve this. So let's go ahead and attack. So the other Iron Hand is going to be powered up. What's this do? Okay. Sweet. I hate this deck. I hate playing against this Future Box deck because it's just hands focused. They play the heavy batons. They just transfer energy to hands, and it's annoying. 50 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. So I wonder, is the damage increased because of its ability? No, it says except for any Iron Crown. Okay. So he's going to knock out my Ralts, which is fine. We have the boss in hand, so we are going to blow up the other Iron Hands for sure. And that kind of leaves him in a bad spot. So I'm not really sure what else he can do, so we'll see. Now I will say this, the thing I'm not looking forward to in Orlando is long rounds and me having to think so much. Like, this deck does require you to think a little bit, so it is not fun after long periods of time. That kind of hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Oh, there's the counter catcher I needed. I still can Gallade to get the boss, so we can take out the hands. I'm gonna have to start putting damage counters on Gardevoir, which is cool, but you know, when you start lowering that HP, that's when hands and all that starts to get a little stronger. Okay, where are you gonna put the 50? 50 there, of course. 50 on bolts. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm just blowing up bolt or the Iron Hands then. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and shuffle the deck a little bit by doing Buddy Catcher to get that boss. I'll Town Store because why not? Still have 2 more and 1 more fighting, which is great. Still 1 more bolt in the deck. Still got the Screamtail. Still got a Gardevoir. Cool. I don't think I need to shuffle any pokes in. I don't. So let's go ahead and Radiant. Cool. I'm gonna hold off on the Nest. Actually, no. Let's get the Drifloon. Screamtail, higher HP. Let's go ahead and attach. So unfortunately, Crown's gonna do its thing. So I do have to be mindful of that. But I think it's fine. I don't really care too much. Drifloon is probably going to be the ender if anything happens to Raging Bolt. So let's go ahead and get Iron Hands. Trekking Shoes. I'll keep the Toro. Boom. 280. So just get rid of 4 of these. For 280 on the hands. I think we are in a great spot. I think we are in a very good spot. So no more hands. So now they have to work with the Iron Crowns. I could play Manaphy and actually shut that all down. What's he gonna put in? Oh, Slither Wing. That's cool. I have Toro on. Yeah, I'm gonna take that off the board. That's funny. Wait, what is he taking out? That? Really? Okay. That's funny, that Toro. That Toro came in handy like this. Yeah, you already used boss, so I don't know, it's not going to be helpful for you, my boy. Good thing I kept the Toro. I thought about getting rid of it. Dope. Let's just see what we pull here. Let's just draw. And Drifloon. I'm gonna go ahead and power up Drifloon. Like, why not? So 1, 2, 3. Toro, get rid of this bad boy. And GG, my friend. GG. Get rid of everything. What up? Very nice. Very, very nice. So that is hands being taken down. Oh, Manaphy's in the deck. Prizes anyway. Very nice. Very nice. So as you can see, a little bit of strategy there. Very fun deck to play, but very strategic. Definitely not looking forward to having to use my brain so much this weekend. So yeah, let's play another one. So this is going to be a little bit of a different type of video here. I'm not sure if you guys can recognize. I made sure to try to hide it as best as I could, but this is a previously recorded video. Unfortunately, my stupid self forgot to put the microphone in, so I'm talking but you can't hear anything, so I'm going to actually commentate over this. But instead of it being talk about Pokemon, I actually just want to shoot the breeze with you guys a little bit and just have a little bit of a conversation. Have a few things that I want to show off here and just kind of talk about life and how things are going, and just get to know you guys a little bit better and have you guys get to know me a little bit better. So first things first, before anything else, in the comments down below, if you made it this far in the video, I have a simple question for you guys. And if you're open to having a response, nice. If not, I understand. But I just like to know, how's your mental health doing? How are you feeling? How are you doing? I know the world can be rough and very strange for a lot of us. You know, obviously this is our first time here and our only time going to be here on this planet. So having to deal with the pressures of the world and growing up and not knowing what's going on can be a lot. So in the comments down below, how are you doing? Is there anything that us in the Poke community or me personally am I able to help you with? Yeah, just let us know down below how you doing, just so we can kind of check in with the community and see how things are. As for me, my mental health, I'm doing pretty good. Still in my 20s, so there's a lot of things that I'm learning, a lot of things that I'm realizing about how the world works, which a lot of it I don't agree with. I recently had the realization that a lot of the things that we grew up with and were taught to care about really don't matter in the end. So I'm navigating that space, and you know, I'm approaching 30. So it's kind of like I'm not in that place in life where I thought I would be by this time, but I'm realizing that where I'm supposed to be is right here, right now. Don't rush the process, because when you rush things, you don't end up in the right situations at the right time. So enjoy life, and you'll get to where you need to be when that time comes. So I'm understanding that. So I'm in a good place mentally. Physically, I'm working to improve some things, improve health, improve finances. You know, the housing market is trash, so I'm not even looking for a house. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to navigate at this ripe age of the 20s. They always say the 20s is the most, what's the word I'm looking for? 20s is like the craziest time for a lot of people, because you really don't know anything. You don't know anything, and you're kind of thrown into adulthood to make these adult decisions, and you're just like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm navigating the best I can, and I hope you're navigating the world as best you can as well. Don't beat yourself up. I'm trying to tell you, even your parents don't know what's going on. They hope the best for you, but they have no idea what they're doing either. So hopefully that brings you some type of peace, like, okay, cool, nobody knows what's going on, me included, your parents included, so I'm gonna just do the best I can. So yeah, let us know down below. So I wanted to show you guys a few things. So there's an Instagram guy named Luke Design. He creates NBA jerseys with different type of characters from cartoons and anime, and he did some for Pokemon. So I bought 3. And I'm not sure how the rules of the regional in Orlando, what the dress code is. But if I'm able to wear a jersey like this, and I'm gonna bring one, I'm gonna wear it. So let me show you guys what I got. So I have the Miami Heat Mew, beautiful color. Dwayne Wade, number 3, beautiful color. This is probably gonna be the one that I decide to bring just because of how beautiful it is. So yes, this is number 1 on my list. For the longest time, I was in this comment section, the designer, saying, hey, I need a Team Rockets jersey, the Houston Rockets. You know, that was like the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, oh wait, Team Rocket, Houston Rockets, it'll be perfect. Well, a couple weeks after I've been bugging him, he came out with the Houston Team Rocket jersey. This is the first jersey I bought. I had to. I was the one begging in the comments. So I'm pretty sure I was one of the first orders to be put in when he dropped it. Beautiful jersey. Beautiful. I've worn it a couple times. I got it a size too big, so it looks like a dress on me, but it's all good. I don't care. And then last but not least, LeBron James, one of my favorite players. He hit 40,000 points, the most in NBA history. So he created the Los Angeles Nidoking LeBron James jersey. Beautiful jersey. And it has the 40K patch on it to represent this 40,000 points. So I had to get that for memorabilia and nostalgia purposes for the future. So yeah, these are some cool things. His name is Luke Design, L-U-C Design. I'll see if I can link in the description the guy. Awesome designs. He doesn't keep designs on his website very long. It's usually like a couple-day launch. So you have to catch him when he drops something that looks nice, that's Pokemon related. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So actually, I'm looking at the game and I'm seeing some cool stuff happen in the background here. So this game was fun. It was fun because if you saw any of the tournament results from any of the regionals that took place before this Orlando one coming up, you would see that Charizard dominated. EUIC, Charizard was all over the list. There was a Philippines one on April 6th where the top 10, or no, maybe out of the top 10, only 1 or 2 decks wasn't Charizard. So, you know, knowing that Charizard is going to be the most dominant deck in Orlando, we know that's going to be the case. Being able to practice against a Charizard matchup is going to be crucial, right? Like, I can prepare for the Iron Hands matchup. I can add some pieces for the Roaring Mood matchup. We could do all these things, Snorlax stall, but if you're not prepared to take on Charizard, you're not going to win. Unless you get insanely lucky with your matchups during the regional, where you just navigate around any Charizard matchup, or their Charizard matchup prizes all 3 of their Charizard EXs. Like, there's no way you're gonna be prepared if you don't practice against it. So that's what you're kind of seeing in this background here. As you can see, the Screamtail's up. I just took out a Charmander on the bench. I'm making sure that my opponent cannot get Charizard up and running. excuse me. I don't mean to do that. As you can see, they have 2 easy targets on board, a Lumineon and a Rotom V. And they have the Pidgeot where Raging Bolt is going to be able to take that out with ease, no problems at all. So it's an interesting situation. So I hope this game is very nice. Pay attention, but yeah, I hope we'll be able to take on this matchup in real life. That's the main thing. So let me discuss a little bit of my expectations for the weekend. So I expect to see a lot of Charizard at this regional. I expect people to net deck. If you've never heard that term before, net deck means that you copy somebody else's deck list that has a winning formula. I've done it in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of people do it in Pokemon, so I expect a lot of people to play the Charizard variants that won or that are in the top 5 or 10 that kind of match their play style. So it's going to be interesting to see how things rock and roll as far as matchup wise. I mean, Charizard is just a ridiculously good deck. And that's why, like, looking at this gameplay going on here, my opponent does have the Charmander on board, but he also has the Pidgeot, which allows him to search. So it's kind of like, you know, I have the boss in hand, I have the Raging Bolt on board. You might as well just boss up the Pidgeot and get rid of the search, and then deal with the other options later. But yeah, back to my expectations. I expect to see a lot of Charizard. I expect to see a lot of Charizard counters. That's another thing. I expect to see some Espathra decks. I expect to see some variant of the future deck that incorporates a lot of the Iron Leaves. I expect to see a lot of Roaring Moons, especially after the EUIC deck that had the Dunsparce. I expect to see a lot of that. I expect to see a lot of Control, because Control is one of the few decks that actually can take out a Charizard matchup. The Pidgeot Control, the Ursaluna Control, Snorlax Stall. I expect to see a lot of that, which I am not the biggest fan of. I actually personally believe that if you are a Control player, that you are the scum of the earth. Play-wise, you're a great person. But as far as in the arena of Pokemon, you are the scum of the earth. Any deck that restricts you from playing the game, and this is one of the reasons why I left Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Got so restrictive where the hand traps, the first turn setup of your opponent, like not being able to play the game, it's not fun, right? It's kind of like if I wanted to play solitaire, I would play solitaire. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit here and not be able to do anything because my opponent has a Snorlax where I can't retreat, or I don't want to not be able to do anything because they ripped all the item cards out of my hand. That's not fun, right? So, you know, I just turned right back to the screen here. Charizard is now on board. He got the Prime Catcher. So he brought in my Gardevoir, but little does he know that that does not matter. Because I still have a Kirlia that's active. I have an Arven in hand to get the Ultra Ball if necessary, if I can't draw into what I need. So, like, I'm in a prime position to do what needs to be done to win. They don't have, currently they didn't have another Charmander on board. They just got one. So they're going to have to get the Rare Candy ASR, They played the collapsed stadium. I don't need the Greninja anymore. All my energies that I need are in the discard. Like, I'm in a prime position to win. But yeah, back to stall players. I don't have a... I can't respect the stall decks. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I understand that Pokemon, they created the deck. So obviously, they know it's going to be something that people play. But, oh, just tune back into the video here. So I just realized that Gardevoir is not in the deck. I play 2. So 1 is prized. So, luckily I had the Super Rod in hand. I was going to Ultra Ball to get the Gardevoir. But I wanted to make sure it was in the deck. It wasn't, so had the Super Rod back in the Gardevoir so that we can Ultra Ball. Get the Gardevoir so we can start doing our combos and take out big guy. But yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of stall. I don't think it's something that you can boast about, like, oh, I'm a good player, I play stall. No, you're not good. You are keeping your opponent from playing the game, and that's not fun. You're a great person. You never want to talk about people, because people are great. But as far as you choosing to play this particular deck, huge problem. Huge problem. Turning back to the gameplay here, I had the Drifloon with the cape. So we're now able to put all the energy necessary to KO Charizard on Drifloon, giving me the ability to save my Raging Bolt from losing an energy and putting me in a bad position where I need to draw an energy or play Sada. So now, you know, we're in a prime position. So now my opponent has to deal with either the Bolt, either have a Lost Vacuum to take out Drifloon, and then Screamtail still online as well because we have the Capsule, or take out Gardevoir, right? But they have to have a lot of pieces, a lot of different pieces in order for them to get this dub. Now this strategy would completely fall apart if Gardevoir went down right now. I don't have another Ralts on board. I don't have another Kirlia. So if Gardevoir were to go down, it would be GG. Okay, cool. So yeah, so this game, like I said, I did not get to record. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this here. I did not get to record my voice, so I just wanted to do a quick voice over, kind of shoot the breeze with you guys, just kind of ask a couple of questions. I'll see if this is something that you might want to continue. Like I said, this is kind of a one-off thing that I forgot to put in my headset. But if this is something you guys like, more structured conversations around certain topics, whether it's mental health, whether it's life, whether it's Pokemon, you know, if this is something that you would like, actually put down in the comments below if you would like something like this and your top 2 topics that you would like to discuss, right? It could be anything, ranging from anything, you know what I'm saying? For the younger players, maybe you want to know what's life like in your late 20s. Maybe for the older players, you might want to know why you still play Pokemon. You know, who knows? But, you know, list topics down below and we'll dedicate a game to just shooting the breeze. But till then, let's go on to the next game where there's actually some commentary. Peace. All right, let's do this thing. Let's go second. Practice going second. So we're prepared for anything. This would have been great if I had a basic. see. Okay, the Mimikyu start. Still got 2 Trekking Shoes. That's stupid. What are we up against? Let it be something that's based around V's and EXs. That would be so funny. Oh, but they had the Metang. Metang, we're weak to steel, so Metang just absolutely poops on us. Dialga can't do anything, but it's Metang. So the hand is not great, but not terrible. 2 Trekking Shoes gives us hope. Hopefully we get a Nest Ball. That works too. So 2 buddies, get the 2 double Ralts. Let's check the deck. Greninja is in there, both of our bolts in there. Got all of our Kirlias and all of our Gardevoirs, so everything else is good. We got both Screamtail and Drifloon. Slither Wings in there. We prized a Sada, that's fine. Prized one of the Trekking Shoes, I think. And one of our Lightning Energies as well. Oh no, we got both Lightning. Okay, so we got most of what we need. I think we prized 2 Psychic. Yeah, I gotta keep the boss. Oh, I had a Pal Pad in hand. I could have discarded it. Yes, gotta keep that. Alright. Surprisingly, Dialga is a really cool deck and can compete, especially when you load up the energies. If you thin enough, you'll get to a point where it's mostly going to be metal energy, especially if you have the Basculin. Yeah, he's gonna go for try to take out my Mimikyu with the Metang. Alright, so I gotta find a way to get rid of this Metang. I have Boss. If I can get a Greninja. Get a Greninja. Very nice. Okay. So let's draw 2. I have the Kirlia in hand as well. Double Kirlia. Absolutely wonderful. I don't want to place both because hopefully I get a Rare Candy Gardevoir. Never lucky, but it's cool. So we'll double down on Kirlias. We'll Vessel away the Boss, maybe? The Counter Catcher. Let's get 2 more of those. Actually, I'll get one of the energy for... Should have got Fighting, but it's fine. So we'll get rid of Psychic. This Cryptomaniac, I needed that before the Kirlia. Play another Kirlia down, or another Ralts down. We're gonna Cryptomaniac for Bolt. No. Bolt and Gardevoir. So I see draw one of the 2. And then this to get another one. Then we have 2 draw power with Kirlia. Yeah. Should we get a Sada? We definitely want Gardevoir. Maybe get the Screamtail. Alright, I'll just do those 2. Could attach and do 7 damage to it. So then, because then when it goes, so if I do 7 damage to it, right? When it evolves into V-Star, V-Star is going to have 210 HP left, meaning that Bolt only needs 3 energy instead of 4. I guess it don't matter since I'm playing the Gardevoir, but just something to keep in mind. So we'll just end it there. I want to keep the energy in hand for the draw for Radiant. Mimikyu's gonna come in handy to stop all that BS with Dialga. See how many energies Matang gets to attach. Looks like a lot if it's not just one. Let's see what the holdup is. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, but he didn't get to draw into it. Oh, he just made it better for me. So now I get everything I need to the crypto. Oh, buddy. I think you might have messed up. Oh, buddy. Alright, so now we got a lot of draw power. We got Vessel. So whatever we draw next, I mean, you can take out the Mimikyu, but dude, I don't care. We got Scream Tail. I mean, you have to get rid of the Metagross. That's terrible. So now I'm going to take out the Beldum with Scream Tail. Yeah, we're taking out the Beldum. So okay, so let's play Scream Tail. Let's do Vessel. Let's get rid of. I mean, we have another. We could do another Kirlia if we wanted to for more draw power. Get rid of the capsule, maybe. I mean, that seems like it sucks, but yeah, we'll get rid of capsule. Let's go ahead and get these charged up and ready to go. So we'll draw. We also got Buddy Poffin for Drifloon. So we have that access as well. It's Kirlia. We also now have Sada online, so we could do some crazy stuff there too. We do need to take out Beldum though. I think Beldum is numero uno of what we need to focus on. So go ahead and involve that Kirlia. Let's go ahead and get Ralts out of the active. Wow. There's a lot we could do here. Like, this is an amazing hand. Alright, so we'll go into Scream Tail for sure. We are taking out the Beldum. I don't really care too much if Metagross takes out Scream Tail. I'm focused on getting to a point where we can take out the Dialga. So I think that also warrants Buddy Poffin being gone. It's Drifloon anyway, so it did not matter. So let's evolve that one. Let's go ahead and put this in. Okay, perfect, cool, that's cool. So now Scream Tail. Let's go ahead and power him up. So we're taking out the Beldum for sure. That is our main objective. The Metagross is going to take us out, and then hopefully we have enough draw power, excuse me, to deal with taking out Dialga. We have enough. We should have enough. 6 times 2 is 12, so 120. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Bolt down. give him an energy. What else do we do here? I don't really need to Sada anything. I mean, I could power up Bolt just to make it ready to go, just to pose that threat. Like, if you don't take out Bolt, you're going to deal with another big problem. Drifloon is still here, so that's going to do a lot of damage. Once I get the cape, if I have the cape. Let's do that. Let's just get Bolt activated online. Why not? Nice, 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 nice. Like I said, we only have one Sada, I think, in the deck, so we do want to PAL pad it back, but I'll wait for a little while. So let's Scream Tail. 120, we'll take out the Beldum. Nice. So Metagross is actually doing 200 damage now. Gardevoir is weak to Dark, so I'm not too concerned. If they Iono me, it's going to be a problem. So we have a great, this is a great hand. Like an amazing hand. If we can draw into a boss, we are going to be in an amazing spot. Oh, we had an Iono. Wow. That hurt. Got the Gallade though. So we have boss. And we have Super Rod with the Nest Ball. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wonderful. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can Meteor Mash all day long. I do not care. Alright, we're taking out Dialga. Play Bolt. Rare Candy's not necessary. Okay, we will Super Rod first. Scream Tail, Mimikyu. Those two is fine. Nest Ball, Scream Tail. I actually should have checked the deck and see if boss is even in it. So let's Radiant first. Kirlia. Get rid of Rare Candy. Boss is online. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and Psychic Embrace. Putting 4 energy on Scream Tail, giving us the KO on Dialga. Beautiful. Don't even have to play the Gallade. I will though, just because we do want to have access to whatever we need. Go ahead and get you there. Did I already use PAL Pad? I think I did earlier, right? Oh, I didn't. Okay, so PAL Pad is still somewhere. I think. Let me see. I want to keep that. Kirlia, we'll get rid of the Mimikyu. Okay. Alright, so we will Buddy Catch. Want to add some things. We'll add Arvin, which can get us the PAL Pad. Okay. So Bellowing Thunder. 4 for the knockout. So the Dialga is offline. There's the Hero's Cape, which is great for Scream Tail. So we can take out whatever is going to be an issue on the... Man, this deck is ridiculous, bro. I don't know if I can do well, let me see. 8. So 160. Then it would be 10 will give us 200. Oh, I can. If I attach, I'll be able to Scream Tail and take out the Dialga on the bench. Deck has potential, man. I just hope things run smooth this weekend. When things pop off like this, when things start looking really good, oh, this deck is hard to beat sometimes. Oh yeah. So unless you put unless you put a Manaphy down. If he puts Manaphy down, he's in a good spot. But if he does not Manaphy, GG. I'm taking out your Dialga in the back line. Wow, 12 energies already gone. I wonder how many he plays. 14 total because the 2 on Metagross. There's no way you hit one unless you're putting like 18 energy. Wow. You did hit one. I don't know if you realize this or not, but he's in a bad spot. Now, I don't play Switch. Oh, he has Prime Catcher? Oh no. He's gonna take out my guy. He's taking out Gallade? I'm not weak to Steel. Should have taken out Scream Tail. Okay. We're gonna get this out the active. It's perfect because I get to use the energy in my hand. Just gonna Scream Tail. Give it to Cape. Poor guy, man. So that's 200, 220. Just in case, we'll give it to 40, I believe, or maybe even more than that. 280. It's 14. I'm going to Arzen for the PAL pad. And the PAL pad. This and this. And then Buddy Catch. Boss for later. We are doing 280 damage, taking out the Dialga on the bench. GG to this guy. He is not. You don't win. None of your Pokemon can withstand a Gardevoir. None of them can withstand a Raging Bolt. GG. Checkmate. So I'm actually glad I did not pull the Prime Catcher because the Cape in these matchups is so much more important. Attaching the Scream Tail or Drifloon to do crazy amounts of damage is a huge bonus. Scream Tail being able to hit the bench, Drifloon able to just take out whatever's in the active. Always taking out Scream Tail, that's fine. That's fine, brother. It don't even matter. That's just more energy now I can use to power up Gardevoir. So Raging Bolt can take out Metagross. Should I give you Gallade? This deck does work. It puts in some work. It puts in some work for real. So the addition of Trekking Shoes with Cryptomaniac is a really cool interaction, being able to get to whatever you need to, on top of being able to draw whatever you need to with Kirlia Greninja Sada. We have a lot of draw power in this deck. We need to, because thinning is winning. That is the motto of the weekend. If we can thin, we can win. Alright. I'm not going to put all my energy on there, because I'm not going to do that to him. I'll just do 280. Put 280. GG to this guy. Taking out the Metagross for the dub. Very nice, very nice. Very, very nice. So, yeah, this is the deck we're rocking with this weekend. I'm still deciding on a couple cards if I want to keep them in or not. Really, it's Drifloon. That's one of the cards I keep taking out, putting in. It's handy, but then it's not something you want to start the game with. You don't want that to be your only basic. So it's like, you know, what do we do? Same thing with Cryptomaniac. It's nice, but maybe I should play an Airy. Maybe I should add another Nest Ball. Maybe another Buddy Poffin. So just kind of playing around with those small details, but everything else is pretty spot on. So yeah, I look forward to this weekend. I'll make sure to do a report when I come back. Hopefully I do well. It'll be nice if you guys see me on like the top 50 players list. That's a dream, but that'll be nice. But yeah, I'll come back with a report, and yeah, till then, I'm out. Peace.